Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon. It's time for some Roseburg High baseball for you here on The Score. Well, we get ready to resume Southwest Conference play after Roseburg dropped their first conference game of the season last Friday in some disappointing fashion, a walk-off win for Grants Pass on the road for Roseburg. They'll try to bounce back after a weekend off. They get to host South Eugene here at home today as we get a makeup game underway in just about 15 minutes from now. It's great to have you all with us. I'm Joey Kieran. This is your Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal. Getting ready for first pitch. Coming up here during the pregame show, we'll get a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Thompson, talk more about how things went for Roseburg and how they've tried to turn the page after a disappointing loss against the Cavemen last Friday. We'll have that for you coming up here in just a few moments. Before we get things off and rolling, want to remind you today's game is streaming live with video online at 541radio.com, where you can watch the action all season long there for free. As we make our way towards the first pitch, we'll go ahead and take our first break of the pregame show. When we come back, a word with head coach Troy Thompson right here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Back here with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you at 673-7122. As we continue on our way towards first pitch between Roseburg and South Eugene, we get a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Thompson here. Coach, get this jammed week here coming in for you guys. Got 4 games coming up on the schedule, hopefully this week for you, and that's the nature of the beast and nothing you're unfamiliar with. But you guys are coming off of a tough one in the last game, and I know there was prom over the weekend. I heard long conversations after the game about that. So, maybe a sour taste in your mouth for the team when you guys wrap things up, then a weekend with some fun off-the-field stuff for the kids, getting back into it, trying to make sure these guys are on the right page. How do you guys try and focus them in and get ready to go for what's going to be a busy week?
Well, that's the challenge for sure. Coming off Friday night down at Grants Pass, where we gave ourselves a chance to win a ball game, and unfortunately it didn't happen for us. And obviously we talked about that, and leaving the amount of runners we left on base didn't do us any favors. And like I said, credit Grants Pass. They stayed with it and had a chance late, and they took advantage, and we kind of got what we got out of that. So good news is we got the game in finally after being pushed for all those days. So we got it done. Obviously not the result we wanted, but we're back to it here today, and like you said, had a big weekend in a lot of places, but here as well with prom and some of the things that the kids got to do with that. So I think they had a good weekend. We were able to come in and get some workout in last night. So everybody was there, and we had a good workout, good practice, and felt good about it coming back into today. And hopefully the weather here holds today, so we can get this game that's been pushed off for a week with South Eugene in. So, and then tomorrow home against Sheldon, and then this weekend up at South Eugene on Saturday. So yeah, big week for us, and games coming up, and ideally the weather will hold. Like I said, we'll have a chance to get them in.
You know, we talked a little bit about how, obviously a lot of games in a shorter period with the pitch count rules that have been in place for a while now. That leaves you guys to strategize exactly how to utilize all the arms you guys have. Coming out of that game, Austin went deep against Grants Pass. You got Dom out there for a little bit of work, but I know with a few days off here, hopefully you guys seem to be in a pretty good position going into this week as you at least starting out and going into these games.
Right, yeah. No, we feel good where our pitchers are at, and we have everybody back at full capacity to start the week, and that's always a good place, other than Austin, obviously, who threw on Friday. So he'll be ready to go again when his days are up with his pitch count, but he'll be ready at that time. But our other guys are good, and we're in a good spot pitching-wise, hopefully, knock on wood, all those superstitious things you got to do. But yeah, pitch count makes it interesting. So, but the good news is everybody else is kind of in the same boat. South Eugene's coming in, having played on Saturday a couple days ago. So, and then they play again tomorrow, and then they play a double on Saturday as well. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week for our league with the weather pushing us around a little bit. So it'll be, like I said, it'll be a challenge to get them in, and everybody's kind of in the same boat. So we get on the field and see what happens when we get there.
One name to ask quickly about here, I know he wasn't with you on Friday, Parker Burke, a guy that you can utilize out of the bullpen as a thrower for you. It's nice to have another arm to have there. Back with you again here today?
Yep, absolutely. Parker's feeling better. He had some sickness going last week, so we got him healthy, hopefully, and he's good to go here today.
Today you guys take on South Eugene. Record-wise, you know where they're at in the standings, but obviously that doesn't mean anything when you go into Southwest Conference play. What do you know about this team that you haven't seen, kind of like what we had talked about with some of those Eugene teams? You haven't seen them for a few years now, and so it's going to be maybe some names that you're unfamiliar with on the other side.
Well, that's for sure. You said it. We haven't seen them in a couple of years due to the COVID year and then the short season last year where we stayed down south here. So, yeah, we haven't seen them, but they do have a new coach there, and Brian Vogel took over for Danny Sales. This is his first year here, but he was up in Eugene at Willamette before this, so he knows the routine, I'm sure. So they played well at times and put together some good wins on their ledger. So we expect nothing but a hard-fought game here. Fortunately, I feel like we get to play at home, and that's always a good feeling for us to come in here and play at Legion Field, and we feel good about that. So. I don't have a lot of names or a lot of information on South Eugene other than they're a quality opponent in our Southern Oregon Conference. So it'll be another good league game for us here, another good test for us.
All right, Coach. Good luck out there today.
Thank you.
And that is head coach Troy Thompson joining us here on the Roseburg Disposal pregame show as we make our way towards first pitch of today's ball game. Joey Kieran here with you on the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. We'll take a look at the matchup as we work our way towards first pitch after this final 2-minute break of the pregame show. Coaches are out there exchanging lineup cards, going over the ground rules here at Champion Car Wash Field. So we're just about ready to go as we get this Southwest Conference matchup underway. Roseburg and South Eugene when we come back on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors.
my family.
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Welcome you back as we get ready to go for first pitch of today's ball game. Roseburg coming in 10-5 on the season, 4-1 in conference play. South Eugene 6-8 on the year, 1-4 in Southwest Conference play. Starting lineup for head coach Brian Vogel in his first year with the Axe. Gustavo Santiago leading things off, the catcher, followed by Grant Mueller, the right fielder. The pitcher, Leo Reeves, will bat third, and the cleanup man is Landon Lay in center field. They'll face off against Evan Corbin, the right-hander, on the mound, and the junior fires in first pitch, ball one, as we are underway in today's ball game. The 5-hitter will be Isaiah Gabriel, the third baseman, as a 1-0 pitch slapped up in the air out towards right field, trailing towards the foul line, and underneath it, the right fielder, Logan Klopfenstein, will make the out to retire Gustavo Santiago for the first out in the top of the first inning. Grant Mueller, the right fielder, will step in next, batting from the right side of the plate with one out and nobody on. Going through the rest of the lineup for the Axe in the sixth spot, Ewan Hadley, the first baseman. Batting seventh and playing at second base is Corey Marjoram. The 8-hitter is the left fielder Marco Telleroli, and at shortstop, batting at ninth, is Gavin Bush. As a swing and a miss will give Grant Mueller an 0-2 count here in the top of the first with one out and nobody on. Roseburg and South Eugene. The 0-2 pitch is high from Evan Corbin to Grant Mueller. Roseburg trying to bounce back after their first loss in Southwest Conference play on Friday. Swing and a miss with the breaking ball, going down swinging. Grant Mueller is out number two. First strikeout of the game for Evan Corbin. Leo Reeves, the pitcher, will step in next. Strikeouts for Roseburg pitchers this season are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Time called before the first pitch for Corbin. Did you strike out with that New Year fad diet? Well, let One Peak Medical Fitness and Nutrition Advisors create an individualized plan for your daily routine, goals, and overall health to make sure that you succeed. One Peak Medical accepting new patients. Visit onepeakmedical.com. First pitch strike to the lefty, Leo Reeves. He'll take in the dirt for a 1-1 count here in the top of the first. So far, South Eugene unable to get anyone on base against Evan Corbin. The righty winds and fires and misses high and away. 2 balls and a strike against the 3-hitter. Evan Corbin this season, 26 innings worked, a 1-1 record, 2.15 ERA. So he gets a swing and a miss down low, below the zone there for the big guy at the plate, Leo Reeves. A beanpole out there, but got a big frame to him, the 2-2. He'll ground it left side, a high hop to Austin Takahashi. Rifles it across the diamond for the final out in the first inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Evan Corbin. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for South Eugene. As we go to the bottom of the first, we'll have Roseburg starting lineup when we return on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
And in right field would be Grant.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Oh, we welcome you back for the bottom of the first. Taking a look at Roseburg's starting lineup. Head coach Troy Thompson putting together the lineup here in his 20th season. Logan Klopfenstein, the right fielder, will lead things off, followed by Austin Takahashi at third base. Dawson Gillespie, the shortstop, will bat third, and Silas Kincaid at first base is your cleanup hitter. We'll go through the rest of it here as the right-hander, Leo Reeves, fires in a first pitch, fouled away for strike one by Klopfenstein. In the 5 spot is Dominic Tatone, the left fielder, followed by Nathan Wayman, the DH, hitting for Evan Corbin, the pitcher. Batting 7th is Knox Hubbard, the catcher. In the 8th position, Sebastian Watson, the second baseman. And in center field, rounding out the starting 9, is Carson Dunn. Pitch inside from Reeves is a 1-1 count for Klopfenstein. Fouls off another one. A ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff man for Roseburg. On the mound, Leo Reeves. Reeves, a big right-hander, bats left-handed, but throws right-handed. He'll get a jam shot into the air right side. Calling for it is the first baseman, Ewan Hadley. A soft pop fly on the infield for Logan Klopfenstein is the first out for Roseburg. Austin Takahashi will bat. Leo Reeves, a junior, listed at 6'3", pitcher-catcher combo. On the mound here against Roseburg. Squaring to bunt, Takahashi takes a strike on the outside corner. Austin Takahashi starting at third base for Roseburg today. He took the loss. Actually, no, he did not take the loss. As a ground ball left side, Takahashi will get the first hit of the ballgame. Sneaks one through on the left side past the diving shortstop, Gavin Bush out there. Couldn't get to it on the infield turf and into the outfield grass. A one-out single for Austin Takahashi. Takahashi didn't take the loss in that game against Grants Pass on Friday. Dominic Tatone suffering the loss in the 7th inning comeback by Grants Pass. First pitch inside to Dawson Gillespie, who had a nice day at the plate against Grants Pass on Friday. Went 2 for 2. Had 2 walks in there as well. Had an RBI, scored a run, and had a stolen base. He'll take high and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner going, ball in the dirt. Takahashi will get in easily to second base. Bounces up quickly on the feet first slide, looking to see if he could maybe get an extra base out of that. Pitch bounced into the Gustavo Santiago behind the plate. Didn't get too far away from him, though, so only getting to second base is Takahashi with the steal. A 3-0 pitch outside for ball 4, and that is a walk issued to Dawson Gillespie. First walk of the ball game for Leo Reeves. 2 runners on for Roseburg, and it brings up Silas Kincaid. So Reeves facing a bit of an early pickle here against Roseburg, and he misses outside against Kincaid for ball 1. Roseburg capitalized early against Grants Pass on Friday, but couldn't hang on to the lead. They're going to try to see if they can pull ahead early on against South Eugene today. With 2 runners on and just 1 out so far here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 pitch for Kincaid. Silas gets around but fouls it off to the third base dugout for strike 2. One-two pitch for Leo Reeves. We'll take a look around the diamond defensively for South Eugene. It's time called before the next pitch. The righty working out of his stretch, fires off speed outside, 2-2 count. Behind the plate, it is Gustavo Santiago, the catcher for South Eugene. At first base, Ewan Hadley. Second baseman, Corey Marjoram. At third base, Isaiah Gabriel. And at short, Gavin Bush as the 2-2 misses high to Kincaid. He has got a full count. In the outfield from left to right for the Axe, Marco Telleroli, Landon Lay, and Grant Mueller. Full count pitch, fouled back, staying alive. Silas Kincaid chasing a pitch up near the top of the zone, got a piece of it. We'll get another look at the 3-2 offering from Leo Reeves. Three-two pitch. Got him to pop it up. This on the infield. Infield fly rule in effect. Caught by the second baseman, Marjoram. And Kincaid is out number 2. So you got 2 down. Roseburg with a man in scoring position out at second base. Austin Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie on at first. With 2 away, Dominic Titone will step in to bat. The left fielder had a decent day at the plate against Grants Pass. Was 2 for 3 with 2 bunt singles. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. 2 bunt singles. Also had a walk in there. Not a bad day for him at the plate, but coming in relief, couldn't come up with the pitches Roseburg needed to keep the win against Grants Pass. Showing a bunt, Titone pulls it back as the pitch is high and away, a 1-1 count. Bottom of the first, scoreless ball game still. Roseburg with a hit on the board, but no runs. The 1-1, Titone belts in the air out towards left field. Long run for Telleroli. Now he's got to charge in on it. A bit of an adventure out there as he rolls back to the baseball. Went racing back at first, then circled back around, charging in on the ball. And Roseburg will leave 2 stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left on base. After 1 inning of play, it is 0-0. South Eugene coming up to bat on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
First pitch of the second inning, in for a called strike against Landon Lay, the center fielder, leading things off for South Eugene in a scoreless ball game. The 0-1 pitch from Evan Corbin is fouled away. Roseburg baseball here on the Score is brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. The 0-2 from Corbin. Ground ball up the middle, diving, stop by Watson. His throw to first, gets it there in time. And Sebastian Watson with a little glove out in second base there. What a diving stop and play to get Landon Lay for the first out here in the second. Feel like a lot of rhyming just happened. One down, Isaiah Gabriel, the third baseman, will bat. First pitch misses low. Check swing, ball one. Watson diving up the middle, stopping that one just on the outfield grass. Got up quickly and made a strong and accurate throw to first base to get Lay for the out. Oh, some nice defense there for Roseburg, and they've been doing pretty well on the defensive side. We'll look at the defensive alignment for Roseburg here in the second inning. A 1-1 count for Gabriel, the third baseman. Takes on the outer corner for strike two. Behind the plate, Knox Hubbard catching for Roseburg. Silas Kincaid at first. Sebastian Watson at second. Austin Takahashi at third. And Dawson Gillespie at shortstop, as the 1-2 pitch just out off the edge with the fastball. Dominic Titone in left, Carson Dunn in center, and Logan Kloffenstein out in right field. Your starting defensive lineman for Roseburg. Wound up and fired in another fastball, and it's fouled away out of the ballpark. Stays a 2-2 count for Gabriel. They shade him a bit towards right field, expecting he may not be able to catch up with the fastball. Takes a breaking ball just a bit upstairs for a full count. Some dark clouds overhead, but we haven't really seen many raindrops so far throughout the day today. Just been a gray, overcast day. Ball four outside after getting ahead. Evan Corbin can't hang on against Isaiah Gabriel. A couple of borderline pitches that he couldn't get the call and couldn't get him to chase. First base runner on for South Eugene. That snaps a streak of 4 straight batters retired by Evan Corbin. It'll bring Ewan Hadley to the plate. Hitting from the right side, fouls off the first pitch, strike one. Been a bit of a great day, and I mentioned with Coach Thompson before the game, we have had one heck of a season where we seem to find all the days that are less than optimal to play baseball and keep skipping over all the great days. This weekend was beautiful here in the Umpqua Basin. Pitch high and away, 1-1 count for Hadley. We had temperatures in the 70s, lots of sunshine. It was a great weekend. And then Monday, right now 58 degrees, overcast. There's a pickoff throw to first, not in time. Just kind of an overall blah kind of day here in the Umpqua Basin and around the state, it seems like. So, yeah, we missed out on the great weather and now we get to play here. Down low on the 1-1 offering from Corbin. Hadley ahead in the at-bat, 2 balls and a strike. Corbin fires one in on the hands, fouled away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. One man on for South Eugene in the top of the second inning. 2-2 pitch, off speed, popped him up. Foul territory on down the right field side. That one gets out of play. We'll stay at a 2-2 count. South Eugene is coming off of a 14-1 loss against South Medford on Saturday. The Axe have lost 5 of their last 6 games. Their one win in that stretch was against Sheldon. That's Roseburg's opponent coming up tomorrow. Roseburg coming off of a loss 4-3 at Grants Pass on Friday. 2-2 pitch, ground ball right side, will get through. First base hit of the day for the Axe. Up to second base goes Gabriel. And Ewan Hadley fighting off a pitch, goes opposite field, sneaks it through, and puts 2 runners on for the Axe. 1 out, Roseburg looking for a ground ball.
Next batter, second baseman, number 7, Corey Martin.
Not an ideal double play ball in that last one. Snuck between first and second, and playing for the double play ball up the middle. Watson not quite in the normal spot for a second baseman. That had a long run for him there to try and get to, so he didn't have much of a chance to get to it for 1, and 2, if he had, no way he's turning 2 with that ball. 0-1 count on a first pitch, strike 1 against Corey Marjoram, the second baseman. Swings through the 0-1 pitch for strike 2. They play for the double play up the middle, holding the man on at second base. The shortstop, Dawson Gillespie, now returns to his position. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first, not going to be there in time. Back in it goes Hadley. It's a strikeout at the plate, 2 down. As Marjoram goes down swinging, that's the second strikeout of the game for Corbin, and it brings up Marco Telleroli. The left fielder hits with a runner on at first and second, 2 down. Swings through the first pitch and finds himself behind here early in the at-bat. The 0-1 for Corbin. Strike 2 on the outside corner, hits it there. Again, they shade him towards being behind against the power of Corbin. Klopfenstein's almost all the way to the right field line against the right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Evan Corbin. Gets him out of the jam here in the second. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base for the Axe. Still scoreless after an inning and a half. We go to the bottom of the second on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Roseburg baseball on the Score today, brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Scoreless ball game going to the bottom of the second. Leading things off is Nathan Wayman, the DH. Bats for Evan Corbin. He takes a breaking ball low and outside from Leo Reeves. The 1-0 pitch pulled foul down the third base side for strike 1. Nathan Wayman coming in today, batting .394 on the season. Got a hit in his first at-bat against Grants Pass on Friday. Drove in 2 runs with a single, but then had a tough day at the plate the rest of the way. So he takes a low, 2 balls and a strike. Swings, hard hit left side. Gets in on Gabriel quickly, but he fields and fires across the diamond. Isaiah Gabriel will retire Nathan Wayman to start off things in the second inning for Roseburg. Knox Hubbard will bat. Today's game also brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. Knox Hubbard, the left-handed hitting catcher, batting .176, takes strike 1. Swinging hard hit right side to the second baseman. Lots of time there for Marjoram to make the play on a couple of high hops through the right side of the infield. And that retires Hubbard for the second out.
Next batter, second baseman number 2.
Now, so far, Roseburg going quietly here in the second inning. Sebastian Watson will face Leo Reeves for the first time. And he takes the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1, Reeves hits the outside corner, starting to find his groove on the mound a bit. Oh-2 count. Watson pulls it towards third. In front of it is Gabriel, and he makes the quick throw across. It's a 1-2-3 frame in the second for Leo Reeves and the South Eugene X defensively. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Roseburg. A 1-2-3 frame. Go to the top of the third. Scoreless on 541radio.com. And on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Top of the third inning, a scoreless ball game. Evan Corbin on the mound for Roseburg, missing low for ball one against the 9-hitter Gavin Bush. Bush, Santiago, and Mueller, your three hitters due up in the third inning for the Axe. A foul ball by Gavin Bush, the shortstop, makes it a 1-1 count. Roseburg Baseball on the Score is brought to you by Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. High and inside, getting by the catcher, Knox Hubbard. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1, fouled away. 2-2 count. Seems as if, just by my vantage point from where I sit, and we're up here, so kind of tough on the angle as well that we watch. There's a ground ball hit, backhanded by Gillespie. Long throw, but right on target and in time to get Gavin Bush for the first out. Nice defense on the left side of the infield by Dawson Gillespie. Top of the order, Santiago will bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day. I was going to say that it seems as if Corbin's been using the fastball a lot. Breaking ball, though, there, swung on and missed by Santiago for strike one. And that last pitch to Gavin Bush that induced the ground out was also a breaking ball that he got out in front but didn't square up. So, as I was about to say, it felt like that Corbin's been relying on the fastball a lot. He goes to a couple of breaking balls, does it again here, and that gets Santiago out in front. A little off balance with his swing, and he pulls it foul down the third base side for strike two. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball blew it by him for strike three. Another punch out for Corbin. His fourth of the game. It's 2 away in the top of the third. Grant Mueller will bat. Again, all Roseburg strikeouts are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. One Peak Medical, accepting new patients both in person and virtually, and covered by most insurances. Swing and a miss, strike one for Grant Mueller, who struck out in the first inning. He's got a 1-1 count with 2 outs and nobody on base. The 1-1 breaking ball misses high. Corbin just missing his spot with that pitch. The 2-1. Low, did he? Yeah, the home plate umpire, Tom Nelson, will say that the batter went around on the check swing. Mueller will have a 2-2 count. Tom Nelson behind the plate. Perry Tilton out at first. George Harold out at third. Our crew today just outside with the 2-2 count. Roseburg dugout wanted it, didn't get the call. Full count pitch, off speed, popped him up, foul territory, first base side, Kincaid chasing, so is Knox Hubbard, and it's the catcher, Knox Hubbard underneath it. To retire the side in order, South Eugene goes down quietly in the third. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base in the top of the third inning for South Eugene. Roseburg coming up to bat when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
In the third inning, the center fielder number 1, Carson Dunn.
Bottom of the third as the wind starts picking up a bit here in the Umpqua Basin. 9-1-2 hitters due up for Roseburg. Carson Dunn leading things off. Swings and foul tips for strike one against Leo Reeves. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on the Score. Carson Dunn will pop it up out to right field, calling for it. Grant Mueller will make the catch. High pop fly there, and Carson Dunn is out number 1 in the third for Roseburg. Scoreless ball game so far. Both teams have had a man get to second base, but that is as far as they'd be able to get him. Both teams only making it through 8 hitters in the first 2 innings. They've kind of mirrored each other a little bit here. First pitch low to Logan Kloffenstein, batting for a second time. Now missing low and outside. Leo Reeves fall behind. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Roseburg got to find a way to get the bats going a bit here as a ball fouled away at the plate. Strike 1 for Kloffenstein. Obviously just 1 hit so far today. Against Grants Pass, they had 6 hits. They led 3-0 early on, had plenty of opportunities to extend the lead and really take control of that game, but they let Grants Pass hang around, and the Cavemen made them pay for it as a ball popped to right field. Tracking it is Mueller, and he's underneath another one for the second out. 2 away for Austin Takahashi. Roseburg led 3-1 through 5 innings. Grants Pass scored 2 runs in the 6th. They walked off in the bottom of the 7th on a bases-loaded walk. Roseburg was 4 for 15 with runners in scoring position. They had the bases loaded with less than 2 outs 3 times in the game. There's another base hit for Austin Takahashi. First pitch swinging, he pulls that one past a diving first baseman. Ewan Hadley couldn't get the leather on that one. And it's into right field for a base knock. Takahashi 2 for 2 in the ball game. That makes up for a hitless day against Grants Pass on Friday. Takahashi was 0 for 3 in that game against the Cavemen on Friday. Came into today, Takahashi was batting .319. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles so far. First pitch to Dawson Gillespie is in for a strike. Gillespie walking in the first inning. Takahashi and Gillespie, the only 2 Roseburg batters to reach base so far. Pickoff throw to first. Takahashi got lean in the wrong direction, but got back in time before the throw. A tag by Ewan Hadley. Just took a little while to get there, it seemed. But Takahashi was caught lean in the wrong direction. The 0-1, another pickoff throw that way. This time no tag applied as Hadley knew Takahashi was back to the bag. So Roseburg, they had a tough time against Grants Pass to try and pad a lead after jumping out to 3-0 lead in the first inning. Runner going, throw was high to the plate, throw down to second base, not in time. One hop into the bag, Takahashi with his second stolen base of the game. So again, Takahashi into scoring position. He was left stranded there in the first. Dawson Gillespie with a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Here in the third, he takes an off-speed pitch for a strike, looking like a changeup there for Leo Reeves. Gillespie had a run-scoring double against Grants Pass on Friday. The 1-2 off-speed outside. 2-2 count. So Roseburg's trying to make up for that, and hitting with runners in scoring position has been an issue all season for him. And this is a line drive shot out to left field, drops in front of Telleroli. He fields, throws in. It will not make its way to the plate. As a throw goes to first, now gets away from the first baseman, and Gillespie will take off for second. He'll hold up there after his RBI single, and then a throwing error gets him to second base. Roseburg leads 1-0. Gillespie, a line drive shot, takes one hop in front of Marco Telleroli in left field. Running all the way on contact, Takahashi scored. The throw was cut off by Gabriel, the third baseman. Then he turned and tried to fire it over to first base to see if he could get Gillespie rounding at first. His throw got away from Ewan Hadley, the first baseman, and Gillespie easily taking second. Silas Kincaid bats, takes the first pitch, a breaking ball, doesn't have much break, stays high and inside for a 1-0 count. Kincaid flew out to the second baseman in the first inning. An infield fly rule. Pops up again, not very deep, just into the outfield grass. The second baseman, Marjoram, will make the call and the catch. And that finishes off Roseburg, but the Tribe does get a run across. 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 South Eugene error and 1 man left on base. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. A 1-0 ball game now. Roseburg in front on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Well, Evan Corbin now has a lead to work with, a 1-0 advantage for Roseburg on top of South Eugene. The left-handed batting Leo Reeves at the plate to start things off here in the 4th inning. A 2-0 pitch from Corbin hits the inside corner, lifting up the arms right underneath the elbows. Leo Reeves, 2 balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base in his first at-bat. He really hugs the inside edge of that plate, takes low just below the knees for a 3-1 count. Corbin deals 3-1, hits at the knees for a full count. Evan trying not to let Reeves go. Check swing. He chased after a pitch out of the zone, and he knew it as soon as he started swinging. Tried to pull back, but by the time he got the bat out there, couldn't pull it back in time. He might have been able to get it without going all the way around, but the bat hits the barrel. 3-2 pitch again, lines that one up out towards center field, but on the run, the speedy Carson Dunn tracks it down for the first out. 1 away. Roseburg Baseball is brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning. Get 0% financing for 72 months on approved credit now at Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning.
Next batter, number 5.
Kind of reached down and squared that one up there for Leo Reeves. Seemed like he made solid contact, but hits it just straight away center field. And not enough to get it over the top of Carson Dunn, who can track down a lot in center, and that's why he patrols out that direction. Swing and a miss on the first pitch now for the 4-hitter. That's Landon Lay. Couldn't track down that breaking ball. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. The 0-1 by Corbin. Ground ball towards second. This one gets by Sebastian Watson out to Carson Dunn. Watson diving attempt. This time he could not glove it like he did the first time around. He laid out completely for that ball, but it had some get up and go on it. Got out of the infield quickly, and that is a base knock for South Eugene. Second hit of the game for the Axe. 1 on, 1 away. Isaiah Gabriel swings through for strike 1. Gabriel walking in the second. Against South Medford on Saturday, the last game for the South Eugene club, they struck out 14 times in that one. Pitch outside. The starting pitcher for South Medford had 10 strikeouts. Tanner Douglas, 10 strikeouts. Then the reliever added another 4. Only 1 hit in that ball game against South Medford for South Eugene. Getting just 1 run on the board. It was a 10-1 score after just 3 innings of play. Strike 2 called on the inner half at the knees for Isaiah Gabriel. They actually played, you'd look at a score 14-1, you'd think, oh, 5-inning ball game. But they actually played all 7 innings in that one against South Medford. So 1-2 pitch. Gabriel pops this one in the air out towards shallow right center. Carson Dunn makes the catch to retire Isaiah Gabriel, the third baseman. Couple of putouts for Carson Dunn in center field. And that brings up Ewan Hadley with a man on and 2 down. Hadley had the first hit of the ball game for South Eugene back in the second. First pitch behind it, lasers one. I've been doing a lot of baseball games here at this ballpark, previously known as Champion Car Wash, or as Legion Field, now Champion Car Wash Field. That ball hit off of, I want to say, the final post on the Cyclone fence down there and ricocheted into the bullpen. I've never seen one hit with there. Throw down to second base on a steal attempt by Landon Lay is off target for Knox Hubbard. That'll be a stolen base for Landon Lay. At the plate, a 1-1 count for Ewan Hadley. Now the game tying run in scoring position. That throw down to second base by Hubbard was not very close. It tailed on him. Breaking ball, knocked down. Knox able to keep it in front of him. 2 balls and a strike for Hadley. Yeah, Hadley was way late on that one, and it just ricocheted off the top of the fence. I haven't seen that before. The 2-1, outside corner strike called. That was a nice pitch there. Just froze Hadley watching that one go by. They shade Hadley to be behind Evan Corbin again. The 2-2. He pulls this one left side, deep in the hole, and nowhere to go with it for Dawson Gillespie. It'll be an infield single for Hadley. He gets his second hit of the game. Runners now at first and third for South Eugene with 2 away. And out to the mound is going to go Richie Charles, the pitching coach for Roseburg. We'll have to talk some defensive strategy here. Corbin's been throwing pretty well. He's allowed just 3 hits in the ball game. But that one just happened to be perfectly placed on the infield, and there was really nowhere to go with it for Dawson Gillespie. It took him towards third base, but he wasn't going to be able to make a play at third on the runner. Landon Lay moving from second to third. And there was no way he was going to get it back across the diamond in time to get Hadley. So everybody's safe. Runners at first and third with 2 out. South Eugene is actually currently riding a 2-game winning streak against Roseburg. The last time these two teams met was back in 2019. South Eugene won a doubleheader at home, 4-2 and 5-4. And a twin bill up there at South Eugene, which Roseburg's headed to South Eugene on Saturday. Last time they were here in Roseburg was on April 16th, 2019. They lost 5-3. First pitch strike 1 against the 7-hitter, Corey Marjoram, who struck out swinging in the second. Bats here with runner on the corner. 2 down, top of the fourth. Roseburg leads 1-0. Runner going, the throw to second. Try to get him there. Yes, the tag is applied in time. Out at second base is Ewan Hadley, and that will avoid Roseburg giving up the run. So caught stealing is Hadley. 2-6 the put out. Marjoram will stay at the plate. He'll get a chance to lead things off in the next half inning. No runs on 2 hits, no Roseburg errors, and 1 man left on base. The defense comes up big for the Tribe as we go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 lead for Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse.
A firefighter.
A college student.
A mother.
And I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready.
For every storm.
And disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors.
My family.
And my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Tatone, Wayman, and Hubbard, your 3 hitters due up for the Tribe. In the bottom of the fourth, they lead 1-0. Tatone takes low for ball 1 from Leo Reeves into his 4th inning of work. Tatone squares but pulls it back, takes strike 1 for a 1-1 count. Today's game brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. The 2-1, strike on the inside corner. The 2-2 bounces in right near the shoelaces, right by those toes. Skips away from the catcher, Santiago. Makes it a full count for Dominic Tatone. Tatone pops it up left side. Telleroli running. The shortstop trying to track it down. It will be the shortstop to make the catch. It was in fair territory, but Gavin Bush tracking it down. That'll retire Tatone, who's now 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Next batter, number 18, Nathan Wayman.
First pitch for Nathan Wayman, swing and a miss for strike 1. Wayman grounded out to third his first time up. Pitch bounces in outside. The 1-1 count. Just outside. Swings at the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to shallow center field. Second baseman Corey Marjoram making the call for that one. Calls off the shortstop, Bush. And we'll make the squeeze. 2 away. Roseburg, a lot of fly ball outs so far today.
Next batter, number 4, Knox Hubbard.
Down low. First pitch, ball 1 to Knox Hubbard. This pitch is high, hit high in the air. out to left field. It's going to be 3 fly ball outs for Roseburg in the 4th inning. Unable to do anything against Leo Reeves. He retires to the side. And it remains a 1-run lead for Roseburg. 1-0 after 4 innings of play. We go to the top of the 5th on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time. And that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Top of the 5th inning, Roseburg Baseball, brought to you by Flyway Travels. You can contact their travel experts for your travel plans, located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue, or call them at 672-5701. First pitch, strike 1 for Evan Corbin as he leads things off against Corey Marjoram. It's a 1-0 ball game. Both teams with 3 hits so far in the contest. Roseburg scoring in the bottom of the 3rd. And the 0-1 pitch gets away from Corbin, too far inside. That one hitting Marjoram and sends him down to first base. Marjoram was at the plate in the 4th inning when the frame came to an end on the base path, so he got to restart his at-bat here in the 5th. He's now on base for the first time. So 1 on, that would represent the game-tying run here in the later stages. I think there might have been some action in the bullpen earlier for South Eugene. I haven't seen any lately out there for the Axe. And for Roseburg, I haven't seen anybody up in their bullpen, but we'll keep an eye on things. Swinging through the first pitch, Marco Telleroli, strike 1. 0 for 1 on the day for Telleroli, hitting from the right side. Corbin misses low. The count will even up, 1 ball and 1 strike. First of 4 games this week for Roseburg and for South Eugene. There's a strike in at the knees on the inside corner. And 1-2 count for Telleroli, the left fielder. Both teams will be in action tomorrow at home for both teams. And then they've got doubleheaders on Saturday. Ball fouled away. Telleroli stays alive at the plate with the 1-2 count. Out at first base is Marjoram after getting hit by a pitch. 1-2 count. Off speed, softly hit towards shortstop. Caught there by Gillespie. No chance to throw back to try and double off Marjoram. He gets back to the bag. 1 away. Back behind home. That was one of those balls that looks like maybe it's got a way to get to center field, but no, just not enough behind that one for Telleroli. And he finds himself back in the dugout as the first out of the 5th inning. Gavin Bush will bat the shortstop. Grounded to shortstop in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Evan Corbin, the junior, reigning conference pitcher of the year, looking for his 2nd win of the season, 1-1 on the year. Pickoff throw not in time to first base. Swinging and missing Strike one for Gavin Bush. One away with a man at first. Roseburg looking for a double play ball. That one's in the air, out of play for strike two. Neither team with a pitching change in the game. All pitching changes are, of course, brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. 1-2, ground ball towards second. Watson to Gillespie. The throw to first. There it is. Inning double play. 4-6-3. Gavin Bush goes down. Corey Marjoram cut down at second. They turn it up the middle and finish off the top of the fifth. South Eugene unable to do anything with the leadoff man on base. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Still a 1-0 lead for Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Roseburg leading narrowly over South Eugene as we start things here. Leo Reeves on the mound still for the Axe. He'll face the 8-9-1 hitters. Sebastian Watson leading things off. Watson starting that inning-ending double play to retire Gavin Bush and Corey Marjoram on the base paths. First pitch swinging for him, grounds at left side, charging in the shortstop. Bush throw to first. Did he get it there in time? Just by a half a step. That did not look like it was ahead of Sebastian Watson by more than a fraction of a second. And there's the first out of the fifth inning for South Eugene. Carson Dunn will bat. He squares, but takes for strike one. Didn't like that first pitch from Leo Reeves. Some good defense there by South Eugene. The 0-1, breaking ball inside. Dunn, I think, was waiting, expecting that ball was going to get him. It broke around him just enough. The 1-1, low outside corner, changing the eye level there. Nice job by Reeves. That breaking ball high and inside, then goes down to the outside corner low for the strike on the fastball. Now a swing and a miss on a breaking ball behind the plate. Santiago thought it was the third out. That's only two, but it is a strikeout for Leo Reeves. And that is the first strikeout of the game for Reeves. And sends us back to the top of the order with two down. Kloffenstein, first pitch swinging. Pops it up, foul territory, into the fence, making the catch, hanging on. Ewan Hadley makes the play to finish the bottom of the fifth inning. Full-on sprint, bounces off of the Cyclone, and he makes the play for the final out. And Roseburg goes down quietly in the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. A quick one there. We go to the top of the sixth inning. Still a 1-0 lead for Roseburg on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1498.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Santiago.
Evan Corbin still dealing on the mound for Roseburg as we start the top of the sixth inning. A 1-0 lead for the Indians on top of the Yaks. Leadoff man is Gustavo Santiago to start things off in the sixth inning for South Eugene. He swung and missed at the first pitch. Now fouls one right down the line at third base. Just goes foul past the bag for an 0-2 count to lead things off in the sixth inning. The 0-2 from Corbin, swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Evan Corbin, his fifth of the ball game. That's his first strikeout since the third inning.
Number 9, Grant Mueller.
Retires the leadoff man, third time through the lineup here for South Eugene. Grant Mueller, the right fielder, strike on the first pitch. As he starts out, he's 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout and a pop out to the catcher. The 0-1, breaking ball, strike 2 called. The 0-2 count by Corbin. He kicks and fires, strike 3. Watching all the way. Mueller didn't even take the bat off the shoulder. Back-to-back strikeouts for Corbin. He is putting away any suspicions of the bullpen getting up and moving here. Still looking sharp into the sixth. Breaking ball on the outer half is fouled away by Reeves. Strike 1 is that one into the grandstands. Today's game brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. The 0-1. That ball launched high in the air out to right field. Going back, Kloffenstein at the wall. Reaches up and makes the catch with one hand on the fence on the warning track. He pulls it in for the final out of the top of the sixth. Leo Reeves got almost all of it there, but not quite enough to leave the yard here at Champion Car Wash Field. A 1-2-3 frame for Evan Corbin, and Roseburg remains ahead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the sixth on 541radio.com and on the Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning for
Takahashi, Gillespie, and Kincaid, the three hitters for Roseburg coming up in the bottom of the sixth as they look to stretch a 1-0 lead against the visiting South Eugene Axe. Roseburg baseball for you on the Score. First pitch swinging for Takahashi. He's 3 for 3 on the day as he lines one to center field. And Takahashi swinging a hot bat at home will get on base to lead things off in the sixth inning. Roseburg Baseball brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. Roseburg with 4 hits in the ballgame. 3 of them go to Austin Takahashi. Heads back on the pickoff throw, gets in safely. Dawson Gillespie has the only other hit in the ball game. It was an RBI single in the third inning that got Roseburg on top, 1-0, and that's where the score is so far. On the mound, Leo Reeves paying a lot of attention to Takahashi, who's stolen a base twice. He's headed off running now. That throw's going to beat him there, though. Takahashi thrown out at second. So that'll clear him off. One away. It was a strike called against Gillespie at the plate. So they finally get Takahashi on his third attempt, stealing here in today's ball game. 1-1 count for Gillespie. Dawson is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. He pulls this one foul, third base side. Well, started off promising here in the sixth inning with the leadoff single for Takahashi, but Roseburg trying to be aggressive to get a man into scoring position, kind of like they did in the third inning. But it comes back to bite him. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and Gillespie goes down with the strikeout. There's 2 away. That's the second strikeout for Reeves. Kind of interesting to see. Carson Dunn struck out in the 5th. Now Gillespie here in the 6th. Kind of late in the game for the first 2 strikeouts for a pitcher, but Leo Reeves has been hanging in and battling his way through this one, and he's gaining steam as the game goes on. He's keeping South Eugene in this one, a tie ball game at not a tie ball game, but a tight one, that's for sure. 1-0 lead for Roseburg so far. Silas Kincaid at the plate, takes low for a 1-1 count. One run, 4 hits, no errors for Roseburg. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for South Eugene. 2-1 count for Kincaid, who was flown out to the second baseman twice. A 2-1. Low, and the count goes to 3-1. Corey Marjoram, the second baseman. Curious what he'd be thinking right now. Cleanup hitter, and I've made the put out twice. Ball 4, it's not going to matter there. A walk issued to Silas Kincaid. So Kincaid will make his way down to first. That's the second walk issued by Leo Reeves. They'll bring in a pinch runner. Upgrade on the base paths with some speed a little bit there. That is Eli Jacobs running at first base. Dominic Titone will bat. They play in at third, knowing he's a bunter. Throw over to first base. Jacobs gets back safely. Titone, the left-handed batter, 0 for 2 in the game with a couple of fly ball outs, both to left field. Takes on the inner half for strike 1. Leo Reeves on the mound. He missed a game-tying solo home run by maybe a couple of feet to right field to end the top of the 6th. He's trying to keep this a 1-run ball game as he misses high to Titone. 1-1 count. He's been matching what Evan Corbin's been doing through this one. Another pitch just elevated. 2 balls and a strike for Dominic Titone. Pickoff throw. Jacobs back in safely. Both teams trying to get back in the win column after dropping their last game. That ended a 4-game winning streak for Roseburg. Titone grounds one right side. It bounces off of the chest for Marjoram. He recovers, throws to first, but was not going to get it there in time. Put the ball in play. Sometimes things happen. And Dominic Titone will get on base with the error. Second of the game for South Eugene. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Can Roseburg capitalize on the miscue? The inning continues for Nathan Wayman takes outside on ball 1. The DH is 0 for 2. Flew out to the second baseman last time up. The 1-0 fouled back. Could not square that one up. That one fouled right back into the net. They play him straight up in the outfield. Wayman has had some power, blasting the ball around the yard. The 1-1, he swings on the off speed. 1-2 count. Base knock could extend Roseburg's lead. They're on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, sliding to get to it. Santiago in front of it. Two count with 2 outs and 2 on. Swung on and missed. Got him high and inside. Strikeout to finish off the frame for Leo Reeves. His 3rd of the game. And Roseburg unable to add to their lead. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 men left on base. We go to the top of the 7th inning. A 1-0 ball game. Roseburg 3 outs away from picking up the win on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
I am a nurse.
A firefighter.
A college student.
A mother.
And I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready.
For every storm.
And disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors.
My family.
And my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Landon Lay.
Top of the 7th inning, Roseburg and South Eugene locked into a tight one as the pitcher, Evan Corbin, trying to go for a complete game victory. It's down to the final 3 outs for South Eugene as the leadoff man is Landon Lay. An 0-1 pitch, slaps it right side, and the leadoff man on base for the Axe. 2nd hit of the game for Landon Lay. Both times he's gone opposite field for a leadoff hit. So 1 on with nobody out. That's a game-tying run at first base. It'll be Isaiah Gabriel to bat. He's 0 for 1 in the game with a walk and a pop fly out. First pitch missed for ball 1. Hubbard got up trying to throw down to first base and had some contact with the hitter. And Hubbard trying to say maybe that there was some batter's interference. The 1-0 pitch fouled away for strike 1. A 1-1 count for Gabriel. Roseburg Baseball brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? And by our friends at Dr. Lance and Randall. They're accepting new patients, so call them at 541-378-6694. The 1-1 bunt pushed first base side foul for strike 2 as Gabriel's been asked to do the sacrifice bunt, and he hasn't been able to put it in fair territory. There's no action in either bullpen. The 1-2 fouled down the right field side towards the South Eugene bullpen as they occupy the first base dugout. Nobody out, 1 man on at first base. Landon Lay should make note. Silas Kincaid re-entered the game for Eli Jacobs and takes over back at first base defensively. 1-2 pitch from Corbin, off speed, got him to swing and miss for strike 3. Might have been foul tipped into the glove. Either way, that is another strikeout for Evan Corbin. He's got 7 on the ball game. 1 away, a big one there. Now Roseburg looking for that tailor-made ground ball. At the plate is the biggest hitter in the ballgame for South Eugene, though. First pitch, strike 1 to Ewan Hadley. He's 2 for 2 in the contest. There's a couple of ground balls, 1 through the right side, 1 through the left side. The 0-1 pitch, grounds it right side. Watson charging in, makes contact with the runner, throws to first, double play, yes! Roseburg wins! on a nifty play by Sebastian Watson, and Roseburg will take the victory over South Eugene 1-0. Watson charging in, bobbled the baseball a moment, made contact with the runner from first, Landon Lay, and then spun and made the throw to first base to double off Ewan Hadley. And that is one wild way to finish off the ball game. Roseburg wins 1-0 as they shake hands at home plate. Roseburg back in the win column will improve to 5-1 in conference play and remain in first place in the Southwest Conference. We'll come back with your post-game show after this 3-minute break here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio.
And we welcome you back for the Roseburg Disposal postgame show. Joey Keyran here with you from Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field, where Roseburg pulls off a 1-0 victory over South Eugene. Today's game has been brought to you by Seven Feathers Truck and Travel. Join the winning team at Seven Feathers. Several positions are open, and they start at $16.25 an hour. You can apply now at i5exit99.com. What a ball game we were treated to here today. A couple of pitchers really dueling it out on the mound. Evan Corbin and Leo Reeves both go the distance, but Roseburg gets the run they needed for the 1-0 victory. South Eugene, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 3 men left on base. For Roseburg, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, and 5 men left on base. Evan Corbin goes the distance all 7 innings. He picks up his second win of the year. He's 2-1 on the season. He allowed 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Leo Reeves takes the loss. He goes 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Roseburg got the only run of the ballgame in the bottom of the 3rd inning after the first two batters flew out to right field. Austin Takahashi got his second of 3 hits on the day on a single to right field. He stole second base, and then a single by Dawson Gillespie, who finished 1 for 2 on the day, drove him in from second base with 2 outs, and that would be the only run of the ballgame. Roseburg did have a runner in scoring position in the 1st, the 3rd, and in the 6th, but they only capitalized in the 3rd inning. For South Eugene, they got a runner into scoring position in the 2nd, the 4th, and that was all that they could muster. In the 4th inning, they managed to get a runner to 3rd, but could not bring him home with 2 outs in the inning. So Roseburg able to hold off the Axe. Roseburg will go to 5-1 on the year, 11-5 in overall. And for South Eugene, they go to 6-9 on the season, now 1-5 in conference play. Also playing in the Southwest Conference tonight, Grants Pass at Sheldon. So we'll see maybe if Sheldon is able to get a win against Grants Pass, maybe Roseburg moves back into sole possession of first place in the ball game. Quite the contest we had today. Taking a quick look at the offensive numbers. Obviously not a lot for either team, only 4 hits apiece. Landon Lay had 2 hits. He was 2 for 3. Also 2 hits for Ewan Hadley. He was 2 for 3. That's all 4 hits in the ballgame for South Eugene. For Roseburg, Austin Takahashi 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Dawson Gillespie was 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI, and a walk. And that is all 4 hits in the game for Roseburg. So both teams have all 4 hits accounted for by just 2 players. Roseburg comes up with the plays they need, and we're going to go defensively. I know Evan Corbin definitely deserving of the Player of the Game award here today as we get ready for our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. I'm trying to think. Actually, I've got him right here. I should look through it real quick on who has been named. Evan Corbin has gotten one. Trying to see if my instincts are correct here. And no, they both have. Okay. Well, it was down to me between Evan Corbin and Sebastian Watson on who was going to get it. Watson coming up with a couple of great plays to probably save a run. He had a diving play in the 2nd inning to make the first out of the frame. That was an inning where Corbin gave up a walk and a single, so if he hadn't made that leadoff play in the frame, things might have gotten really hairy there for Roseburg early on. And then he makes the final 2 outs of the game on a double play when he hits the runner and then spins and throws to first base to make the final out. So I was going to give it to Sebastian Watson. But, man, it's hard to also turn down a complete game shutout by Evan Corbin. Also, you got Austin Takahashi with 3 hits in the ballgame as well. All around, a lot of guys that had a really good game here today. Why don't we go ahead and we're going to give it to Sebastian Watson. I'm just playing politics now. Sebastian Watson is going to be your player of the game. I'm going to guess that Evan Corbin has more chances to get another player of the game award later on in the season than maybe Sebastian Watson might. So Watson going to be your player of the game. He played some great defense for Roseburg here today. Corbin had a great day on the mound, and Takahashi a great day at the plate as well. So all around, a lot of great performances for Roseburg and a lot of deserving candidates for today's player of the game. All right, we're going to have to wrap it up here, folks, from Champion Car Wash Field. We'll be right back here tomorrow. That's kind of cool. So we'll be back here sitting at home. Always enjoy that. And sitting at home has been really good for Roseburg. They have been only lost a couple of games here at home this season. So that is always something nice. Roseburg will be hosting Sheldon coming up tomorrow. It's a 4:30 start time. Pregame at 4:15 here on the Score. South Eugene is at home tomorrow. They are hosting North Medford for a 4:30 first pitch. We'll have coverage of Roseburg and Sheldon for you right here on the Score. And just to wrap it up there, Sebastian Watson was tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. We will look forward to tomorrow when Roseburg and Sheldon get ready to square off. I'm going to say thanks to the South Eugene Axe for making the trek down here and entertaining us with a great ball game tonight. Say thanks to Athletic Director Russ Bolin, Head Coach Troy Thompson, the entire Roseburg baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg baseball on the Score. Want to say thanks to Ben Hill back in the studio for the radio production here tonight. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran. We will talk with you guys tomorrow when we do it again. Sheldon making its way to Champion Car Wash Field for a Southwest Conference matchup against Roseburg. First pitch coming up at 4:30. Pregame show will start at 4:15. We'll have it all for you right here on 541radio.com and on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.